Southern California has a new modern home for NFL football, and it is this place, wondrous SoFi Stadium here in Inglewood. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Los Angeles Chargers. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs.
Come on, get!
Complete. It's Johnson. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, it turned into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. The first carry for the Memphis man, Antonio Gibson. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that earns him a fresh set of downs. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. A handoff for Gibson. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. A handoff running left is Gibson. Oh, he's got a little daylight. 42 yards for him already. An excellent drive to kick off this divisional round matchup. That might be an understatement.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
A first carry here for Kene Nwangu. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. One more time with Gibson. And he is is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Antonio Gibson, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Chargers, nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
On the return, the Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. So the drive's going to start with Pollard, and he'll be taken down right around the 27. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Pollard again, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package, and that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Swinging this out for Pollard, and he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 8 yards, 1st down as they're able to convert.
And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago, so a 3 and out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there, and they get the 1st down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger 1st down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
1st down, and it's Pollard again. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain. 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Herbert now. Pass to Tony Pollard out of the backfield. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Herbert off of play action. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 19. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it. and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They go back to Pollard on second down. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Tony Pollard, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied at 7.
The game at 7.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they haven't had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Second quarter now, and it's Las Vegas with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence. That's taken in. Trey Nixon. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. On second down, a run with Gibson. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. A pass caught there by Nixon. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. Looking left side, and it's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll run with Gibson. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets them down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. him again, but he will go backwards as he's stopped for a loss. A big one coming in this divisional round playoff, 3rd and goal. Lawrence. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Antonio Gibson. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7.
14. Chargers 7.
On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Pollard to return from the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. The Charger drive about to get going. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And some room to roam now. There he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
McPherson on for the point after. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit. And that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Pollard going to try the right side. And he's got a first down following a pickup of about 13 as we will take a pause here for the 2-minute warning. Going to run again here with Pollard. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Herbert. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Divine Diablo. And the Raiders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Well, I would guess that combined, if you spoke to both defenses, neither side has a lot to celebrate today. They haven't had a lot of stops, but that one right there, that's a big one because they stole points away with that play. And just as importantly, picked up a key stop on an offense that's been really impressive here in the early going.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, he gets it to Gibson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. This one into the hands of Nixon. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now Lawrence to throw. And that one complete downfield to Johnson. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'll send a receiver in motion left. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. He's going to drop this one down to Gibson. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. 2nd down and 4. But to throw again is Lawrence. That's going to be caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal. Now Lawrence. And this is caught.
Touchdown, Raiders. Antonio Gibson on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Raiders have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. From the 6. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Pollard to return from the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35.
36-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
168 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Tony Pollard saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Chargers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied at 21. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the 3rd as they have their first possession of this 2nd half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Lawrence Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 38-yard line. Now Lawrence. And he'll just get rid of it.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game. It has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
2nd and 10 here as we sit in the 3rd quarter of this divisional round matchup. Play action. It's Lawrence. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 26. Straight ahead, Gibson. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. On 1st down, right back to Gibson. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. On 2nd and goal, Lawrence eluding the pressure right. And he's got it. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal.
That's a good-looking play to me. The big tight end on a crossing route coming underneath. Sometimes he can gain some serious momentum going forward, can't he?
Yeah, he can indeed, and pretty well executed there. This defense hasn't let him in yet. They'll need to stiffen here. 3rd and goal from the 2. And he fires one that's intercepted. He's at the 50, 30, 10. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. So what a turn of events there. You're driving to take the lead in this 3rd quarter, but then one mistake, and you're watching the ball being returned for a touchdown.
Certainly a great example of how focus has to be there on every play, doesn't it, partner? You can't get complacent, and I think that he did. He's got him moving downfield, but that's a play where he just shouldn't have thrown the football, and it ultimately could wind up costing him the ball game.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Gibson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. They juked him. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. So 8 yards on the completion there, and they'll be left with second and a couple. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Lawrence will throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
4th down. Here's Lawrence. This is caught. Touchdown. Darren Waller. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the third. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are all tied at 28. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Pollard to return from the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 17-yard line.
Play action. It's Herbert. Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it. Then he will finally be taken down. But how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the third quarter. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now a give here to Pollard. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Tony Pollard, 15 yards. And the Chargers answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And this is a unit that needs to get in gear if they want to play for a conference championship next weekend. Down 7 here in the fourth and a very critical drive upcoming. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. A handoff for Gibson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he's got room. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Gibson again. Nifty move. Up to make the tackle, J.C. Jackson. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's a give to Gibson. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Up the middle, Nwangu. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible this.
Touchdown, Raiders! Antonio Gibson from 10 yards out. And the Raiders are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. Pollard to return from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. And as a fan of the NFL, not much more you could hope for in this divisional round matchup. Tie game, 4th quarter. A lot of these fans with their hearts in their throats waiting to see what happens here. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
The Chargers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Herbert off of play action. He's going to go for a big play downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
I thought once he got out of the pocket, he was looking further downfield. Instead, he brings his sight lines back to a shorter route, settles on his receiver running the drag left to right, and they wind up not getting a whole lot out of that one.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for third down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Again, Herbert. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, LA. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the fourth quarter, the divisional round. They need to come up with something as they get this drive started. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Give left side here for Nwangu. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. That time on the outside, pretty nice job as a cornerback to shed any would-be blockers and make the tackle.
And think about the praise we're giving him, what his coaches have given, but how about the respect he gets from his teammates to be a complete corner who doesn't just cover receivers, but also tackles ball carriers.
And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. Here we go. Got to have it. Lawrence. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run left with Pollard. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Here's Pollard again. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. 226 yards rushing for him now on the afternoon as he just continues to pummel this defense. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Every yard they gain, getting them better and better field position. And obviously, a field goal makes this a 2-score contest. That's really all they need.
And that means for your play caller, he's not looking to the attack portion of his sheet, right? He's looking for, okay, what do we have that's going to keep us in a good spot? No lost yardage plays. Let's kick a field goal and go up 2 scores. If we score a touchdown, great. But that's not what you're really playing for.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball and continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
On third down, it's Pollard. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. McPherson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, they've got to find 2 scores, so, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again, 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Lawrence. Gets this to Gibson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. The Chargers are going to continue on in these playoffs as we say so long, everybody. Thanks for watching.
Let's go, baby.